This game is called Straight Double Flush. If you can think of a better name, we're interested in hearing it.
Very interested.
Some of us are a little more interested than others.
I didn't come up with the name, he did. In this game, I'm going to actually just show you my hand throughout the game because it's very important. It's the most, it's essentially the center of the game is what goes on in the player's hand. So I'm going to show you what my hand looks like. You play this game with a stock and a discard pile, and you start your turn by drawing a card, you end your turn by discarding a card. You may draw from either of these piles if you wish.
But you can only draw the top card from the discard or the stock pile. So I'm going to go first by drawing my card. That's how I start my turn. And as you'll see with Rob's cards, there's kind of a lot going on. So I'm trying to decide which card I want to discard.
Let me tell you what I'm actually trying to do. There are 3 different ways that you can end a round. One way is to, and they're all ways that you can set up your hand. Okay. One way is to get all 5 cards in your hand at the same rank. So if they're all 4s, then I can say, hey look, I got all 4s, and I can end the game. And I'll get 1 point for that. If I can get 1 card of each rank, or a straight, 1, 2, 3, 4, X, and then get all 5 cards are the same color, then that's what we call a straight flush. Or I can get a straight with all the cards of the same element, and that's also a straight flush. And a straight double flush is when all the cards are the same element and the same color, and it's also a straight. Now, for 5 of a kind, you get 1 point. For a straight flush, you get 3 points. And for a straight double flush, you get 5 points. You play multiple rounds until someone gets to 5 points. So if you get a straight double flush, then you win not only the round, but also the game. So what do I need to get rid of? Let's see. Well, I got some green cards, so I might want to hold on to those. I have 2 4s. And since one of them is red, I'm going to get rid of my red card. When you discard a card, it has to be the same, it has to share at least one characteristic with the top card of the discard pile. These cards are both red, so I can put that card down. That's fine.
And you can see that I followed that rule as well, because even though this basically the only thing that these cards have in common is the rank, but that's okay, that's all they need.
Forgive my rhyming, but indeed.
So I'm actually going to grab this card up because I think I want to use it.
Oh, darn it.
I think I might end up using it. There's a chance. But now I'll have to discard something in common with the card on top here, this red 2 of Earth. And if I can't do that, or choose not to, then I will not get to draw a card in my next turn. I will still be obligated to discard. But I don't think I'm ready for that just yet. And I'm kind of questioning my decision to pick up that card in the first place. So, I wasted my turn. I'm going to put that card back. It was a bad move.
Alright. So I'm going to draw a card from the stock, because I'm smart. And you got evidence to the contrary. I'm listening. So. Now, I have a pair of 2s in my hand, and I don't really need either one. This one is fire. This is what I call the second blue fire. You know, we're going to have people developing their own different systems of how to describe the card, and that's fine. So I'm going to put this down because I don't need it, and these are both fire cards, so I can put that down. And I'm good, so Brian can go ahead.
Unless I'm really sure I'll be able to discard. Yes, I don't think I want that to anyway. And I'm gonna get rid of this green 3 of fire.
Okay. Pick this up. See what it is. It's not useful. So, I do have. I can't discard this, but I can discard one of these two because they're both green. So I'm going to discard this and hopefully not help Brian with whatever he's trying to do. Now, as you can see, I discard a 1 card and I have these other 2 1 cards in my hand. I'm trying to build a straight. I could try to build 5 of a kind, but I'm not interested. I'm trying to get a straight flush. So, and here Brian makes a mistake. He doesn't know it, but he did, because I want this card. The issue, though, is what card do I discard to replace that card? Now, I put down a 1 a minute ago, so I can discard this card, which I do not need. And that way, I can keep going, and it's actually a card I can discard, so there you go. Now I just need to get rid of this guy and get a good guy in his place, and I'm all set. And he doesn't even know it. Actually, he totally does. Never mind. Anyway, see what this is? No! Well, I can discard those, that's okay. There you go. Here's the part of the game where we have to wait. At least, I do. Brian's not sure. What is he gonna do, man?
Well, this is not a great situation for me.
I do like that, though, because I can discard this if I need to. So let's see what this card is. It's kind of not really helpful. But that's okay, because I can discard this. And let me move this discard pile. We only need to ever see the top card of the discard pile. So
Maybe the second card in case you want to pick up the top card.
yeah, but that's it really. So
And I'm going to choose not to discard. I won't get a card next turn, but I'll get to keep all the cards that I have, and there's a good chance that Rob will give me a card onto which I can discard.
yeah, he can choose to discard if he doesn't want to, although he might also be in the position where he can't. In that case, he would have to stay at 6 cards and not draw next turn. But you can make that choice so as to not show that to your opponent. This is not a card I need, but I can very easily discard it. And it seems, due to the cards that are previously on the discard pile, that I'm not helping Brian out by doing this, which is, of course, what I want to do. So he might do nothing and pass his turn. We shall see. Oh, he discarded 3. I put a 3 down so he can do that. So, but it's my turn again because he discarded. Let's see what I got. Well, that's not really helpful, but I can discard it because he put down a 3. So there you go.
And as you can see, this is a game that you really are you're kind of focused on your own cards. There's not a whole lot of effect that you can have, at least not that you'd be aware of, on the other players. So,
how many players do you think could play this game? I mean, because you could probably play it with like 5 or 6. You could just take every card in the discard pile except for the top 2, and put them on, shuffle them back into the deck when the deck runs out. So
yeah, I think that you could probably play with 6 players.
Yeah,
2 to 6, obviously, because we're just 2 and we're playing.
226. What? Oh, 2 to 6.
Yes.
Sorry.
From 2 to 6.
Okay. Well, that's a nice card and all that, but I don't need it. So I'm gonna draw. I don't need this either. So let's see what I can do. Well, I can't discard this, so I'm going to keep it for the moment. However, I do have these two. I can discard either one of these, so I'm going to discard this one. Brian's going to draw.
Well, I could hang on to this, but I think I won't. Now, I have a straight flush here. I almost had a straight double flush. If I had had the blue 4 of air, then that would be a straight double flush. But this 4 will work. It just gives me 3 points instead of 5 and ends this round. Assuming that I have a card that I can play.
A card that he can discard.
So I have. So that 6th card, you have to make sure that you can play it. If you can't play it, then this play doesn't count, and you have to bring your cards back into your hand. And you have to make whatever play you make is one that you'll have to discard a card from.
So as you can see, Brian has 1 card of each rank. All the cards in his hand are the same element, so that's a straight flush. If he almost had all the cards are the same color too, but he doesn't. That's okay, because that way the game's this particular round is over. He gets 3 points, and we could keep playing at this point to see who can get to 5 first. And that could be me still, but he's ahead by 3. So, and that's straight double flush.
Hope you enjoy it.